Good morning, YouTubers. I'm all mic'd up. My audio lady and photographer says I need to mic up because the engine kind of overrides my voice. So hopefully this works out. We have a 2018 Kubota BX23S. Tractor is supplied to us by Newfoundland Canada Limited, and we have it here for a little while. And we just want to make you a little more familiar with these tractors. It's new out for this year, and it's a great little machine. It's an improvement over the last model, which is a BX23 or 25D, which we have. But they made some changes, so over the next few days we're going to show you various changes. We're going to start from the back and work our way to the front. So today we're starting from the back, and I guess the main thing here is the backhoe and its removal of the backhoe, which is supposed to be fairly easy. We've never taken it apart before or taken it off the tractor before, so as I learn, you're going to learn. There's a couple of big changes they made with these backhoes this year. Ours, which is the BX25D, has the pins that go through, and sometimes the pins would stick, and not because of corrosion or anything. It's just that it's a tight fit, and it made it a little difficult at times to remove. So they've improved the system by putting these cam lock systems in, and you can see it down here. There's one on each side, and you just pull out on the lever and twist it. So we'll show you that now in a second. Another big change they made is they put in a locking system. Right here, when you move this back and forth, the boom would normally move back and forth. And if the engine is running and somebody's outside the tractor, say if a child got up and he was trying to climb up and he held onto that, he could probably pin himself against the tractor and the boom, which is not a good scenario. So my advice to all owners who have a BX23S is to simply put the lock on when you leave the operator station, and that way there's no danger of that. Okay, now to remove the backhoe, what we're going to do is we're going to put the outrigger pads down about that high off the ground. Why? Because just for a little bit of stability. And we're going to lift this pin, which is on the other side. We're going to lift that out. We're going to put that there. All that pin does is keep this boom from sagging down. So let's have a look and see what happens. We're going to set the we're going to start it, and we're going to set the RPM at 1500 RPM. You don't want it going crazy fast. There you go. This is going to be real time, folks. No editing involved. Okay, so now we're going to put this out. See what I'm doing here now. We're going to take the weight off the back wheels a little bit, like that. Then we're going to go over and we're going to pull out this pin, or this lever. Just watch what I do. Pull it out, crank it, push it back in. Same thing on the other side. Pull out, twist, push in. Now, Kathy, if you went around to the other side, we're going to let this bucket down now. So come on over here, Kathy. So we're letting this boom down till the pin's clear. You see him clearing there now, right? Right. Now we're going to put our outriggers down. Technically, that should be let go. Now we're just going to drive ahead probably 6 inches. We'll release the park brake. Reapply the park brake. Turn off the engine. Now that the engine is turned off, we can let go of our hoses. So this is another change that Kubota has made, and a very good change I might add, is they use flat face connectors now. And the advantage over the older type connectors is there's very little oil that escapes when you let go of the hose. So you'll see here now, let go of the hose, put the hose there, let go of the hose, put it there. This one here will go over and come back here to complete the circuit. And now you're ready to drive away from the tractor, or drive away from the backhoe, and do whatever you want to do with your tractor. I will add, in some cases, before you do let it go, you can move the tractor ahead just another little bit so these pins here will clear even further. And with your boom, you can bring your backhoe up straight, and you can put blocks in under, especially if you're storing it for a long time. You'll put blocks in under your subcarriage there on your backhoe, and you can let them rest on your backhoe, because over a period of time they all have a tendency to sag down a little bit. The oil seeps past the cylinders, and there's no big deal, but it just makes it a lot better for reinstalling it. And also, if you're going to be storing it for an extended period of time or not using it, you can always grease up your cylinders, your chrome on your cylinders, and that'll certainly make things a lot easier. So that's it for taking it off. Do you think we should install it again? Absolutely. Okay, let's do it. So I just got to back into it again. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just back into it and we'll reattach the hoses after. So I'll get on, start it up, release the park brake, back in, set the park brake, turn it off. Let's reattach the hoses. Man, I really do like those hoses though. They're very easy to do. Okay. Now that we have the hoses back on, you can see, especially if you look down here, Kathy, this pin needs to go down into that hook, into that J hook, okay? Same thing on that side. So how you're going to achieve that is you're going to let your outriggers come up a little bit, and that will settle down. So we have to start her for that. Just get them over and you can see. Let's watch. See how they settled in? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to push this boom up, and we're going to I'm telling you, this is something simple. You could literally do this with a three-piece suit on. So again, there's going to be no danger in pinning myself because I left this pin in place. So we'll drop our other pin in. Just come over on this side, Kathy. You take your longer pin, you put your pin in. If it don't fall in place, you just slowly feather this one, and it's in place. And that, my friends, is how you remove and install the backhoe on a BX23S. It is light years ahead of the older models. This is so simple. It's almost comical. It's that simple. So, hope you learned something from it. I know there's already been a few videos put out about it, but this is how I do it. The one recommendation I would tell you before you do any of this is thoroughly read your owner's manual. Always read the owner's manual. And do what I do. Read it about 4 or 5 times. Because each time you read it, you'll say, I didn't see that the first 2 times I read it. Read it and try to understand it. And be safe around it, because it can hurt you if you're not careful. Treat it with respect. Hope this helps. We'll see you in the next video. You guys take care, and God bless.